Yo, hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Skorpion with Mikkel. Mikkel, just this part, whatever. I don't know.
Part 3 or whatever. Who cares? Who's counting? Well, anyway, we're gonna start this video off by talking about. I know in our last video, one of our last videos from last week, we were talking about a guy from Tennessee, 29 years old, minimum wage, making minimum wage, and having 21 kids
with 15 baby mamas.
No, 11. I found out the truth.
11 went applied for child support, but it's 15.
Oh, okay, because they're still... Okay. So, today at work, like I always do every morning, I was listening to Tom Joyner. 21, sweetheart. Okay, so one of his baby moms was on Tom Joyner today. When I tell you my ears opened up like a fat person's mouth at Home Country Buffet, I was tuned into that radio. Let me tell you something. When those phones was ringing, this is exactly what I did. Physical plant, can you please hold? His baby mom, they were asking her all the right questions. Okay, I'm going to start. So they asked her, how did they meet? I couldn't catch that part of how they met, but this is what she said. She had heard rumors. Now, they're from Knoxville, Tennessee. She had been hearing rumors about him having a lot of kids, but she said she wasn't too sure. So, she never paid it any mind. So they met. They met when she was 16. She had her one child with him when she was 18. She's now 21 with 3 kids.
By him?
Not by him.
Okay.
1 by him, 2 by somebody else. But she's 3 kids and she's 21 years old. But she had the child with him when she was 18. Are you still keeping up? Okay. So they asked her. They said, well, you know, how did this all come about? She said, well, let me tell you something. His name is Desmond. She said, let me tell you something. Desmond, he loves all the attention that he's getting from this. She said that he is now, he has to pay, of course, all his baby mom's child support. She said sometimes he makes so low on his paycheck that sometimes some of his baby moms don't get no more than $2 a month. And she said the less amount that she's ever gotten from him was $20. She said that one of his baby moms, one of his 15 baby moms, actually lives right next door to her mom. And she says that when she takes her child over to see her mom, his other kids be outside playing. And she said they look just alike. I said, you mean to tell me one of his baby moms actually lives right next door to her mom? Can you believe it?
Are they poor? They all gotta be poor.
No, they're all not poor. They're all not poor.
Wow.
Well, anyway, I don't think they all are, but she's having trouble because she dropped out of high school. She lost her car because, you know, she can't afford. Mind you, she works at Panera Bread. That's where I used to work at. And Panera Bread don't pay you no more than $6 an hour. And she has 3 kids.
I love Panera Bread.
So can you imagine? So she said she lost she lost her car because of this. Let me tell you something. When I tell you this is so disgusting, and when you were trying to put blame on the females, this is a prime example.
Because she heard about him.
Yeah, you're right. She heard about him. You're right. She heard about him. You're right. So kind of blame
open up them damn.
But let me tell you something. What I loved about her is that she did not try to make it seem like it was all his fault. She said, you know what? I put some of the blame on me too, and I love that about her because she's a 21-year-old with a head on her shoulders, but she didn't try to put all the blame on him. But what made me so upset is when she said, you know what, he likes all this attention. He thinks that it's so cool and so funny, and he walks around like he's just the big man on campus. I said, how disgusting is that? Like, he likes it. He likes all this attention that he's getting. He's a filthball. And she said on the radio, she said, and for all you women out there that are talking to him or thinking about talking to him, she said, you better run fast. And I said, yes, they better. You better.
Well, I mean, I still put blame on him for opening legs up and not getting the noise he is.
They're all disgusting. I mean, not all of them, but he's just disgusting. But anyway, moving along. So today I was thinking...
Why is he disgusting?
Because he is.
Plus he promotes himself.
Yeah, and then he's now, and now, not
you said like we're supposed to
not
do.
with 15 different women.
Well, who said that? Max man's fault.
Well,
God didn't say you couldn't use 15 different women.
Well, God
obviously Obviously he can because he done had how many?
God
How many
don't.
of them is 16?
But God,
21.
God doesn't have 15
how many
different baby
women?
mothers.
How many women is it?
15
15 women.
with 21 children.
And so what?
Why is it so what when he's 29 and he can't afford them? Didn't you hear what I just said? Some of them don't get.
Don't a lot of us live beyond our means?
Yes, we do. But listen to what
The
I said.
majority of the world lives beyond their means.
But didn't you hear what I said?
Homes,
Didn't you hear what I said?
Material
Listen.
shit.
Didn't you hear what I said? Didn't you hear what I said when she said on the radio? Some of the baby moms don't even get no more than $2 a month because
Well,
he
they get
can't afford $2. That can't even buy you a loaf of
They
bread.
get something.
$2 can't buy you a loaf
Do you
of bread.
realize these girls know about him and are attracted to him because of this?
I don't know what they're attracted to, him or what's in his pants.
Well, whatever it is, hey, there's got to be something.
It gotta be something. 21 kids. He's got a mandingo.
Yeah, he's got a hook on that baby.
Such a mandingo. But she loves his man.
Ain't nothing like a one with a hook on it.
Oh,
Are you serious?
I don't know about that.
Well, I said, hope you wouldn't.
No, I don't.
I said, hope you wouldn't, son.
No, I don't. But we'll talk about it
Women
later.
do.
Ew.
Women do.
I heard only Jamaicans have hooks.
But he's the type of person that is passed down by word of mouth. I met blockety block and boop and what he could do in the bed and this and that and that and this.
Ew.
And they get carried away by it and
I guess, but
you know.
Well, that's not attractive.
That's
But
not.
it's a thing of being careless.
It is careless.
Of course, she could have laid down with him and had a good time, but she didn't have to have no baby behind.
No. And they asked
She
her.
just decided that she wanted to have one too.
Well, they asked her, was it planned? And
No.
she said no. But you know what? All 15 of those women are lucky that the only thing they got from him was a baby. Because they could have got a
that's very
disease.
true.
They could have got, and you
That
never know.
is
Some of
very,
them
very
may
true.
not even know. They may have one and probably don't even know. And if they don't have a disease, they're lucky that the only thing they got from him was a baby.
It's called charisma. And
Ew.
some men have a deep, heavy charisma.
Are we talking about his charisma or his thing?
Charisma pulls you in a lot of ways.
Are we talking about charisma
With
or his
women.
thing?
Especially women who are looking for somebody to love them, or want them in any kind of way, shape, or form. His charisma pulls women.
Yeah, it sure does.
He can look like a frog in the face,
Yeah.
but have a hell of a charisma.
Well, hey, 21 kids, I bet he does have a hell of a charisma.
That don't mean nothing.
Why don't
Like I
it?
said, he can look like a frog. But if he's got a good charisma going with him,
He may look like a frog, and he probably has
right
something
now
that's...
the women is still chasing him.
He probably got a long thing like
Still chasing.
a frog's tongue. He
He's
probably
not
just-
the only one that's had a lot of kids. Look at these guys out, what you call them?
But he's the only one that's
They
getting...
met, what they married,
Polygamous.
4 or 5, yeah, 4
Yeah,
or 5 wives.
But you can't... You can't mix the two together because
4 or
that's so
5
different.
wives
That's
and
very different.
White folks do it.
Polygamy is different from what he's doing.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, polygamy, they all live together.
Yeah.
They all have means of surviving.
Well, obviously,
He doesn't
all
have
women
means of
starting to live
surviving.
together too.
No, they're
Upstairs,
not.
downstairs, next
No,
door,
they're
around
not.
the corner.
No, they're
You
not.
don't do real far away,
He sure don't.
you know.
How big is
And
my
they all know each other. See,
Knoxville?
that's the thing about
It's
it.
a city.
That's the
It's
thing
not a town,
about
it's a
it.
city.
All of them know each other.
Yeah, they all do.
So obviously,
Well, we don't know that. Well, they all know each other
wait a
now.
minute You had to know something.
No, they all know each
About
other
this
now.
man.
They all know each other now.
You had to know something about this man.
And guess what?
So
And guess what? They asked
Think
her.
about it.
Listen, no, listen
Think
to this.
about it.
I think her child. Please forgive me. I think her child is 1. They asked her, out of your child being here on this earth, how many times has he seen your child? And she said, my child is a year old and he's only seen my child 3 times. And she said the first time she had to ask him to come and see your child. You still want to take up for him? Because anytime you have a child that's a year old and you've only seen them 3 times, and the first time the mother had to ask you, not only she said she had to ask him and ask him to bring stuff for the child because the child didn't have stuff, like food.
Well, what are you going to bring?
I don't know what he's bringing, and he's giving women $2 a month.
He needs a pamper company. Need to own half of
He
it.
need to go out there and work. He need to be an escort.
I put him and Octomom in the same category because they're both
If he worked
retarded.
24 hours a day, he wouldn't have enough money.
Not making minimum wage. He
He better start a YouTube channel. He better get on a
Because
YouTube.
it's a thing whereas if you meet up with him, it's a thing as you're both the partners. He has to have a partner. No. The parents have to be partners and help getting what they need. He's got to have one of them out of that 16
It's 21 kids.
that he cares about.
I'm talking about the 15
mothers.
15 mothers.
15 mothers that he has to have one
Maybe
of them.
you need to go
that
pray.
But guess what? Guess what? He doesn't live with any of his children.
Well, that's smart.
Why? Oh my God! Why does he have?
This story is draining the hell out of me.
It's draining me
The way
too.
of the world.
The way of whose world?
The way of the world we live in right now.
No, the way of his world.
Because young people are not taught how to control themselves, for one thing. Their sexual nature. They're not taught that much about sexual nature and how it begins or the different things that you do to give yourself up. They're out there looking for love. They're looking for affection, someone to want them. And a lot of them think this is the way you get it. By the time they do wake up and they realize that this isn't what you're supposed to do to get what you want, it's too late. It's gonna happen. Or they're carrying it. And you got to say to yourself, oh, what have I done? You know?
Yeah, you're right.
It is true. They're looking for the wrong things, and half of them became parents, just like these girls here. 16, 17, 18, they became parents. I think he said that he had 2 or 3 babies that were the same age or a day apart or something.
Yeah, the guy that I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He had 4 in 1 year.
Okay, 4 in 1 year.
Damn.
You know? He was busy.
Yeah!
Obviously, they all knew each other because it was around in the same neighborhood.
You know, all that sex time he was doing, that time could have been used to find a job.
Maybe he was going to
It could be
afterwards.
used to do a whole lot of things. It could be used for him to use Trojans or to do something.
But according to your son, the Trojans may have popped.
It could have. It happens.
21
I ain't not 21 times, but they happen.
According to how some people have sex every night, like to have sex every night.
Yeah, I can't have sex every night.
You know. No, guess what? You like to have sex every night.
I would like to,
You just ain't got
but
the
I
damn
couldn't.
energy or nothing else for it. Yeah.
All right, moving along.
After you get a certain age, you'd like to. You know.
Did you move along?
Oh yeah, we're moving along now. You done, Mama Scorpion? Yeah, she's done. Okay, so Kevin, the Skorpion Show, believe it or not, we're like right behind B. Scott when it comes to.
I doubt it.
No. Listen, we're not right behind B. Scott, but technically we kind of are because after B. Scott show, well, no, not after B. Scott show. No, kind of like after B. Scott show
We got Quadir up there now.
No, you're not. Listen to what I'm about to say. I'm talking about when it comes to interviewing celebrities.
Child, B. Scott is the
That's why I said
ultimate.
that's why I said we're behind him.
Yes.
Because I thought about Lionel Williams, but he only really interviews YouTube celebrities. But he travels a lot. I saw his pictures from Russia, and I was like, wow.
I love Russia.
Yeah,
It's
like,
now
wow.
added to the place I need to go.
But anyway, the Skorpion Show has interviewed Sterling Sims. He's a singer/rapper. who was on Jay-Z. What album of it was Jay-Z's?
Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come. He was on Kingdom Come, Jay-Z's album Kingdom Come. The Skorpion Show has interviewed Etienne. What's his last name?
Etienne Maurice.
Maurice from Baldwin Hills. His mother is also actress Cheryl Lee Ralph from Moesha and the original Dreamgirls. The Skorpion Show has also interviewed, what's the guy from Noah's Ark?
Rodney Chester.
The Skorpion Show has also interviewed the lovely
Trina. Oh, Michelle Williams. I forgot. Well, she's on the show.
But she's been on the show more than once.
Yes.
So yes. Like, we've had Michelle back more than once. Yes. The Skorpion Show has also gotten Trina to shout us out. Who else are we forgetting? And we apologize.
And the countless celebrities that hit
us up on, hit them up on Twitter. So, of course, I started working my magic. I think it was last month I started working my magic, or maybe the month before last. And I heard what you said.
You heard that song?
But did you hear what she said?
What?
She's tired of hearing our voices. That's what she said. But anyway, Amber, that over there on the couch. See? Anyway, I started working my magic a couple months ago, and I asked the lovely, beautiful Angie Beyonce, who is Beyonce's older cousin, because I know Angie the last time.
Why did I say older? I'm going to say big cousin.
Because the last time I said her younger cousin, and she hit me up and she said, I am not her younger cousin, I am older than her. And I said, well, excuse me, but she is this tall and you are that tall. So I thought she was older. And she said, no, but I am older than her and you better get it right. And I said, no, you better get it right. She said, no, you better get it right. But anyway, no, that didn't really happen. Can you imagine if that really did happen? I'm like, girl, no, you better get, no, you better. But anyway. Okay, so that's Beyonce's older cousin. So I said, Angie, Michelle, we've had Michelle on our show, so we would love to have you on our show. To ask you some questions about you and how you do things and the life of a personal assistant, because she's Beyonce's personal assistant. I would like to know what exactly a personal assistant does. Because I'm sure there's more to it than just carrying bags and stuff like that. I would like to know what they really do. And so, she hit me back up, and she said, "Oh, that sounds like a good idea." She said, not, no time soon, in the future. But she said, that definitely sounds like a good idea. And I said, well, I hope so, because I'm going to keep bothering you until you agree to come on our show. Because that's what good. What do you want to call us? That's what good, what the hell should we call us? That's what good TV people do when they want a guest. They hound them until they say yes, right? Mm-hmm. Right. So, I'm going to keep, I don't know if Kevin's going to do it, but I'm going to remind her. And Angie, maybe Kevin can break this video maybe he can break this part of the video up and make it its own separate video, so then I can send you the link to this and you can watch it, where I'm saying you are going to be on this show, girl. You are going to call us and we are going to talk to you, and I want to know, why is it that you fell in love with red lipstick? A lot of black girls are afraid to wear red lipstick, but Angie, you wear that lipstick and you wear it well. I want to ask you so many good questions, girl, about you, and just like, how is it living in New York City now? Coming from Texas and now living. I want to ask you so many good questions. So, do you think you can break this part?
Hit her up on Twitter.
Hit her up.
Have y'all write Angie Beyonce on Twitter.
And tell Angie Beyonce, let's start a movement. Tell Angie Beyonce that y'all would love for her to call in to the Skorpion Show so we can talk to her. Tyler too, but Tyler, Tyler, we can't do both of them at the same time. We gotta do one. Because you climb up a ladder one step at a time. So we got to Michelle. Now we're on to Angie. Now it'll be Ty. Hopefully it'll be Kelly soon.
Yes. I would love to speak to Kelly Rowland.
I would love to speak to Kelly Rowland too.
I want to speak to a lot of celebrities out there. Okay, it's not just the Beyonce camp. But they are noticing us, and it's not like we are coming after them. Okay.
So it's nice. It's nice. So Angie, like I said, we would love for you to call us. Come on, girl. I mean, you called us. Well, you called me cute. You know. So I mean, you called us cute, Angie. Come on. It'll be fun.
And it won't be about Beyonce.
And it won't be about Beyonce.
I promise.
It won't be about. And you know, isn't it funny? Out of all the interviews that you did with Michelle, and when Michelle called me on the phone, everybody asked, "Did you ask about Beyonce?" And then everybody asked, "Why didn't you ask her about Beyonce?" And it's like, well, we're talking to Michelle, and Michelle is just as big as a star as Beyonce, so we're going to talk to Michelle about Michelle. We want to know what Michelle's doing. We want to know what's her new projects. You know, that's what we're talking to them about.
Michelle is coming to London July 13th through August 22nd. She will be starring as Roxy Hart. She has the leading role, mind you. And she will be in the West End production of Chicago. So, if you live in London, order them damn tickets and go see Michelle.
And you know something? People need to get our drift. We don't ask people who call into our show about other people. Kevin didn't do that when he was talking to Etienne. We didn't do that when we were talking to Sterling Sims, even though we asked him who would he like to perform with, you know, but that's a normal question. We don't do that. We didn't do that with Michelle. We won't do it to Kelly. If Kelly ever calls in, we're going to ask Kelly about Kelly. We're going to ask Angie about Angie.
I want to know about that, dude. Record deal, Kelly, what type of direction you want to go with in music, because, you know, when love takes over, it's a different direction from anything that she has done. I love that. I would try to sing it, but I can't right now.
When love takes hold.
All right, Patty. Go ahead, Patty. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
what other celebrities would y'all like for the Skorpion Show to try to
I would
get in
love
contact
for
with?
Christina Milian to call into the show, because I would just love to.
I would let her talk to Brandy too.
Brandy, it would be nice if Christina. You know, I would also like to interview.
Electric Red, that would be good. Because everybody keeps talking about Electric Red versus Rich Girl. I promise I'm going to listen to both of them.
You know who would be a good interview?
Wendy Williams.
Aubrey or Dawn from Daniel King. Either one of them. Aubrey, how did you feel about those girls? No, we're not big enough to start asking questions like that.
We can. No, we can.
I don't think we're that.
I want to start asking some hard questions.
No, but we got to keep it nice, because
Yeah,
you know, we're
cute.
not there and that.
Keep it cute. You know?
I think the hard questions should be face to face, because you know we can ask them
Well,
hard
we
questions. They be on the
Walters.
phone. We'll be on the phone. We're like,
bitch,
so how did they be like this? Like,
messed up.
who the fuck they think they is asking me questions like that? And they be like this. Hello, I can't hear you. My phone's breaking up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call you back. Bye.
Did you see when they asked Janet Jackson about the Super Bowl thing when she was sitting with Tyler Perry? She's like, "What?
Yeah.
I'm having trouble
Yeah, I'm
hearing
having
you.
trouble,
I
yeah.
cannot."
I saw that.
Tyler was like, "Bitch, you ought to be ashamed of yourself." Tyler was so bad. Janet, I just can't. Is there something wrong with the mic?
No,
Yeah,
Tyler
that
took
was
up for her
cute.
though.
I know, but Janet
Yeah.
kept it cute.
Yeah, because he took up for her and he told her that they were there. He told the people we're there to talk about the movie.
Child, you still think that we up there with Pete Scott? Are you serious?
No, I don't think we're up there with these guys. Oh my god, I can just imagine the comments
yeah.
now. That's not what I said. I meant as far as interviewing people.
One
Because
day.
we don't really. Of course, we're not up there with B Scott, but I'm saying, what other YouTube show besides us and B Scott interviews people like that?
Oh, there's a new show that had hooked us up with some of the celebrities.
Hello, can you answer the question first? None. That's why I said that.
Oh,
See?
okay. I'm sorry, but at least he meet them in person.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to start somewhere. I mean, come on, Kevin. We can't meet everybody in person.
Yeah, that's true.